Next Friday. And I am also a user of music as therapy. As I say, music saved my life. Now, to get to how music saved my life. At the age of 16, I was incarcerated. So how old are you all in here? 17?
I'm 17. You said 18. I said 15.
So, while I was 16 years old, I was on the bench yard. So I like you all are able to be in here. I was walking on the prison yard at 16 years old. And while I was in prison, my confidence went low. I mean, it went down to the lowest where I developed a speech impediment, where I was stuttering extremely bad when I'm talking because I'm trying to get my words out. I'm like, I couldn't get my words out. It was because all of the pressure that I was going through in there and finding out a lot of things that I thought were truth was actually lies. And then once I learned that, it was like, wow, I was mad, I was angry, I couldn't really get my words out. And one day I'm walking on the prison yard and there's some guys that rap. I walk up to them, I'm like, and I said in a stutter manner, like, I rap too. And they said, well, spit a rhyme for us. So I said my rap. They started laughing. They were like, we thought we was gonna hear sweet stutter rap. And I looked, I said, wow, I didn't stutter when I was rapping. So it let me know how powerful music was then. So from that moment, I took music and I used music to overcome my speech impediment. I started doing shows, concerts while I was incarcerated, and the books I was reading, I started writing raps about them. And when I would write a rap about them, it was put it into a form that it was more relatable to me. So I would read something, then I'd be like, it sounds fine. But then when I write my rap, I'm like, oh yeah, I feel that now. You know, so it was something that was real relatable to me. So and this helped me overcome my speech impediment because it gave me confidence, it gave me hope. It let me know like, okay, I am good, I know I can do something. Then when I started doing the concerts in there, and guys were like, oh, you cold, let me be your manager. You know, that just, it gave me hope that like, okay, when I get home, I'm gonna get off into music. I'm gonna do all of the different things that I wanna do. So I'm gonna let you all hear this song here. It's called Soul in the Wind. So first I just want you all to hear it. We're gonna listen to it once, and then after we hear it the first time, then I'm gonna ask you all to kind of pinpoint some certain things, then we're gonna listen to it again. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Hello, this is a free call from.
Getting all I had, there's nothing left to give. Just what I became, don't judge the way I live. Chasing medication, I've been lost to finish scripts. Feel like I've been missing like my soul been in the wind. Gave it all I had, there's nothing left to give. Judge what I became, don't judge the way I live. Chasing medication, I've been lost to finish scripts. Feel like I've been missing like my soul been in the wind. Lately I've been feeling like a feather in the windstorm. Like how do I recover after being gone for this long? Everyone around me seem on, but they still lost. I be feeling lost, conversating with who still lost. Gave my whole life to the game, ain't no reset. I split to the bone, natural for me like a reflex. On the way from the playground, selling candy down recess. The big yard on the fence, charge a note for the 3 cats. The only life I know, I'm trying to pivot my skill set. Bust a couple plays and cashed in on these real checks. The homie said they'll probably try to kill me for these verses. As long as when they do my family straight, then it'll be worth it. So I just hope I make a way before the day I'm killed off. And I just want the peace of mind for the time on the cell block. Got me praying for the kid to fix all this pain that I got. Or just give me some wings to fly away from the spot. Gave it all I had, there's nothing left to give. Judge what I became, don't judge the way I live. Chasing medication, I've been lost to finish scripts. Feel like I've been missing like my soul been in the wind. Gave it all I had, there's nothing left to give. Judge what I became, don't judge the way I live. Chasing medication, I've been lost to finish scripts. Feel like I've been missing like my soul been in the wind. Soul searching, I've been searching, trying to find my way. Lately I've been feeling all the pressure from the weight. I'm rehabilitated, but the court don't wanna see the change. They just wanna see my past and judge me for the stain. So much dirt upon my soul, I repent for my mistakes. So today I see the gates, I pray God give me grace. That way he gon' let me in, I can see my family face. And we can make up for the time that we ain't get while I was caged. I'm tired of this pain, I feel the burning in my eyes. Please don't tell me how it feel if you ain't never seen these sights. Feeling so lost every time I'm looking back at life. But I'm proud of who I am, before I change I'll live it twice. All these nights on the tears, all the pictures what I miss. Got me staring at these photos cause these pictures how I live. Got me praying for a kid so I can fix all of this. Or just give me some wings to fly away from this shit. Gave it all I had, there's nothing left to give. Judge what I became, don't judge the way I live. Chasing medication, I've been lost to finish scripts. Feel like I've been missing like my soul been in the wind. Gave it all I had, there's nothing left to give. Judge what I became, don't judge the way I live. Chasing medication, I've been lost to finish scripts. Feel like I've been missing like my soul been in the wind.
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay, I want you all to listen to it once again, but can you all identify what emotion that he's going through?
What y'all hear? What y'all hear on your head?
Probably like sadness,
Sad. Sorrow.
Depression.
Who?
Depression.
sad as hell.
Yeah.
You about to go shank somebody after that. Tell you. About to sharpen that spoon.
I hear a little bit of remorse. But I also hear like somebody trying to transform the bullshit into something that can serve somebody. Really trying to like repurpose his own experience for himself, for real too.
Bro, I can't
He
even.
say don't judge the way I don't judge the way
I
I
got something, bro. I got something.
He said something about the judge. He sounded mad about the judge. He said the judge don't.
He said,
Something about the judge for real. He was like, the judge don't want to see a change.
he said, I've been rehabilitated, but the judge don't want to see the change.
I want y'all to hear it once again, so we can get a little more deep off into it. And to see, so right now we're seeing that he say he is sad, depressed. It's I'm going past time.
Yeah, we getting close. So instead of playing the song again, could we like do another song or like something that we could like interact with?
And have youth record as well, because I know that's something they're excited to have that opportunity.
So were you all gonna be ready to record now?
I know Donnell ready.
Confused a lot, hey. My mama telling me son, roll on. I like silence right after slimming for my brothers ain't home. La la, post born to me, but he still coming home. There's so much love for my mama, but I need my granny, bitch me like he. And then my God, I'd rather be a soldier. They hit being over by two bodies, I thought it was oh no. It ain't over until we say it's over. Fuck the first to me, free the guys, no we ain't rolling over. Come on, but let's go and get this shit going. They shout my name, hot in my shit ring just like a cell phone. Tense on the rock ducks on the side, but we gon' make it home. They say I'm gifted and I'm needed like a backbone. Back in that grade, on my necklace was a track phone. In tune with life, but I need grace before I get gone. She tell my name and she left, I know that I did wrong. But this for life, but you can't stay gold, I need your love. Fighting depression by myself, but I'm still holding on. Sometimes I feel like ride away, but I'm a rolling stone, shooting star. Catch a note, you know what time I'm on, roll a guard. So we can smoke it till we can't no more.
Hello, this is a free call from
Low.
an incarcerated individual at Stafford Creek Corrections Center. This call is not private. It will be recorded and may be monitored. If you believe this should be a private call, please hang up and follow facility instructions to register this number as a private number. To accept this free call, press 1. To refuse the thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Yeah, so hey, what's up, y'all? This is Low. Man, you guys just heard my song, Soul in the Wind. D. Walls then played the feedback for me. So first and foremost, I just want to address, each and every one of y'all and just say I appreciate you guys taking the time to sit down and actually listen to the song, think about it, digest it, and then give your feedback. And then, realistically, all you guys was on point, you know, because music is subjective. So it really comes down to what feelings you pull from the song or what feelings it inspires within you when you listen to a song. And I feel like that's why we all choose different types of music and we all get to listen to our own favorite song, but we'll all pull the same type of feelings from different songs. Now, as far as my song Soul in the Wind goes, you know, I heard a lot of feedback in regards to sadness, depression. Definitely didn't shank nobody, so shout out to whoever said that. We definitely ain't do that after the song. But that feeling comes from, I'm sure you've heard your mom or your grandma say it before where she tell you, you know, baby, I'm tired. You know, 'cause my grandma used to say that, I'm tired. And I'm thinking in my head, you know, like, well, shit, take a nap. You know, go get some rest or something. But it isn't until now that I understand what they were saying. And that's kind of the feeling and emotion that went into that song is, you know, I'm tired. You know, D Walls, shout out to D Walls. He kind of aged me a little bit. I ain't 37, I'm 33. But I've been locked up since I was 16 years old. And I haven't seen the streets. I ain't seen no freedom since 16 years old, April 25th, 2008. So 17 years I've been gone. And, you know, I've been in the trenches. I was in the trenches, you know, for the first half of my time. You know, everything had to do with gang banging. I'm gang banging. I'm turned up. You know, in the first half of my time, I got 56 infractions. Like, you know, I'm active. Everything is about what I could do for the gang and how can I push this movement. And it wasn't until I discovered a hidden talent with them because I didn't rap on the streets. I didn't do none of that. You know, all I did on the streets was run the streets, sell drugs, shoot guns, and gang bang, and that's it. But when I found that passion for music, I was able to express things that I kept bottled up. You know, shit that I had bottled up over time, and that's what I started to use this music as a journal. So hearing what you guys giving the feedback, and then even talking with D Walls and having you guys write down your favorite song and the emotions that song invokes within you, it's I'm hearing sadness, I'm hearing aggression, you know, and them is feelings that you guys have suppressed and bottled up, you know, so you can utilize the music to push that out, bring that to the surface, because the longer you keep that shit bottled up, the more you start to continue to do the same things. So with Soul in the Wind, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, man, I gave it all I had. You know what I'm saying? I don't got nothing left to give. You know, and I was referring to mainly the way that I used to move. You know, being active all the time. You know, that shit tire you out. Get tired, man. And then people start to look at you only one type of way. You know, no matter what I do, and that's why and again, to touch on the bar where you guys noticed about the judge. No matter what I do, I'm still viewed how they used to view me. You know, they say your first impression is your last impression. And, you know, or cliche sayings, you know, you make your bed, you gotta lie in it and all that type of shit. And that's real, because no matter how good I do, no matter how much I try to help people, inspire people, use my story and all of that stuff, they still see me as how they used to see me, how I showed them from the beginning. So I'm still labeled a gang leader. I'm still labeled a negative influence, no matter what I do. So right now, y'all have an opportunity, and I heard my man's song too, you know, and you got a lot of talent, and you have a lot of potential, but you're sitting in there right now. Don't waste your potential, man. Real shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't utilize it. You was doing it on the streets, and then you got locked up. But you have so much. I watch wasted talent and lost potential every day, from basketball players to artists to musicians, you know, dancers. You know, there's so much potential, man. They say there's two places, man, prideful men go, and that's to the cemetery and to the penitentiary. And so y'all got to realize that a lot of your reactions to shit be because of pride. So put your pride to the side, find your talent, find your potential, and elevate. Nobody really gave me no direction, so I didn't really understand how to use or discover my talent really, and then how to use it once I discovered it. I did all that shit from prison, but like D. Walls told you, I've been did radio interviews. I done signed to Universal Music Group. My first distribution deal was through Wu-Tang Clan. I got a Wu-Tang Clan support letter, right now for the courts, when I get that opportunity. But I got 30 years in prison, all because I didn't know my potential. I didn't know my talents. I didn't know my direction. I didn't have no stability. Y'all have an opportunity right now to dig deep and put your thoughts and your emotions and shit on paper and utilize this platform, M.O.T.I.V.E, to have a different opportunity in life. And you don't have to waste your life sitting in that system. You don't have to do 17 years. I'm gonna tell you what, your homies, and that's who we say we live for, the gang, right? We ready to ride for the gang, die for the gang, all that type of shit. And it's a truth. That was me. I did all that. But my homies right now, from my little homies to my big homies, they respect my movement now because you're more of an asset to your family and your friends when you're doing something positive and when you elevating. All these rappers that you guys listen to, do you think they're really actively in the streets trying to kill people? Nah, they ain't. They putting that shit on music. But them guys is traveling the country, traveling the world, doing tours and all that shit. Them guys ain't in the streets like that no more. Not no real big rappers, local rappers. Yeah, they probably is. But you guys have an opportunity, man, especially my man that was doing the song. You got an opportunity to do something bigger than yourself, bigger than your block, bigger than your city. As long as you hone in on that talent, man, and really, really, really perfect your craft. I mean, shit, I don't really know too much what else to say besides that. Unless D. Walls, you got something else you want me to address with him?
Just close out like with about your song, and because I know there was a part in there where you was talking about if you had a child or something, praying for a kid, to fix all the pain that I got.
I mean, I said I got me praying for a cure.
I thought that was kid.
Got me praying. I got me praying for a cure to fix all this pain that I got. You know what I'm saying? Or just give me some wings to fly away from this spot. Okay. So a lot of that, yeah. A lot of that shit is, especially that part right there, is a lot of us tend to go to substances. We want to drink, we want to smoke weed, we want to do all that type of shit. But it's like, when you're in prison, you still got them opportunities, you know what I'm saying? I guess if you really wanted to go and find those opportunities, but you're already at the bottom, you feel me? So for me, it's more of a spiritual alignment, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to dig deeper, I'm trying to find, I'm praying for a cure to fix all this pain that I got, because since I've been incarcerated, I lost 23 people, 23 family members and friends, just during this time. And really, just in the last 2 years, you can attest for, I done took losses, you know what I'm saying? I'm taking losses. I'm having my homies and shit that's dying left and right. Like, one of my homies, 17 years old, got out of prison after doing 17 years, so he was 34 when he got out. And he was only out 9 days. He did from 17 to 34. He was out 9 days. And they sent 33 shots through his windshield and killed him, and so it's like, that was a really close friend of mine. So, I start thinking, I'm praying for a cure to fix all this pain that I got, because I'm thinking like, my immediate reaction to that is, I want somebody for that. They took one of mine, like, I need somebody, that's our reaction to that. But I can't do that. Like I heard my man in the song, he mentioned his mom, and I feel like a lot of us do that, we put our mom in our music. My mom tell me this, my mom tell me that, but the reality of it is, like, I watched my homies' moms die doing time, and you don't get that shit. Like, you don't. Like, I get to see my mom like once every 3 to 5 years, you know? So you don't get to hug your mom, you know what I'm saying? You don't get to, you know, I go years without being able to hug my mom and shit. So it's like, you know, my mom just had a stroke, was in the ICU. You know, I didn't get to be there for that. But so like I feel like we tend to do that. We tend to put a lot of our pain in our music, but we don't acknowledge the pain though. Like we not really taking a second to think about it. Like, okay, damn, I'm going through this, and there's a whole nother way. Why? Like, yeah, you might got it bad. You know, I look at my life like, oh, well, shit, I had it bad. You know what I'm saying? I grew up, single household. You know, my father was murdered when I was a kid, shot several times. You know, I grew up angry. You know, I'm in the streets. I'm selling drugs. I'm doing everything. Like, I got it bad, right? But there's always someone who got it worse than me. You know, so there's all, and that made it, though. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people who are successful, not even just rappers and football players and basketball players. There's wealthy businessmen, there's wealthy businesswomen who had it worse, and they're successful. And so a lot of that is where especially that line. I'm praying for a cure. You know, I'm looking for something other than what I've been doing. You know, to help me out of this pain that I feel, to get me out of this box. I'm living in a tomb right now. I'm in a casket, man. I've been in a cell for so long. I don't even know what freedom feels like. I've been locked up longer than I was alive. So that's what it come down to. I've been in prison longer than I was alive on the streets. And the sad thing about it is, man, is that like the troubled youth, there's gonna be some cats that's gonna listen to this. You can look to your left and look to your right. And the reality of it is, or you can look forward or behind you or wherever, however y'all sitting, there's going to be some of you guys, man, unfortunately, that don't make it. Then there's going to be some of y'all that are successful. Then there's going to be some of y'all who end up where I'm at. And I'm hoping at least maybe this message, or even through this opportunity with music, that we increase the numbers of success, man, because I done seen too many people die. And I done seen too many people come right back here where I'm at with life sentences. Every one of my homies, man, every single one of my friends got murders. Every one of them. All my friends either got murdered or they're sitting in prison for murders with life sentences. Every single one of my friends. My cellie right now been down 26 years locked up for a body. I got other homies and shit that are in 30 years. Got other homies, you know, so it's just real, man. The shit get heavy, you know, and you don't feel that weight until it's sitting on you. But you have opportunity right now to avoid that.
All right, we gonna let them soak with that, and if they have any response, then I'll make sure I'll let you hear it. All right.
Absolutely.
Thanks, brother, for breaking it down for us, and we gonna
Most
definitely make sure that they hear some more music.
Absolutely. Yeah, hey, maybe next time we're gonna play on something that ain't so damn sad. We're gonna have to let them hear that. We're gonna have to let them hear that "Used To" or that story of my life or something.